When you hear a show tune from the great white way, does a shiver run through ya? Well, we're giving them to ya. Sing hallelujah and shout hooray. Come on along and listen to Broadway to Main Street. USA.
Something tells me tonight is the night. Something tells me the lights will be extra bright. Something tells me the room will be filled with perfume and my heart will be filled with romance. Something tells me that this is the place. Something tells me that this is the very place. Something tells me the wine will be fine when we dine and the music divine when we dance. Strange as it seems, stars appear to be showering down, and as in all of my dreams, we're on top of this shimmering town. With your windswept face and your upswept hair and your favorite downswept gown, something tells me you wanted me here. I'm so glad that you wanted me near, that I've lost all control. I'm in love with the whole human race. For tonight is the night, and this must be the place. Something tells me tonight is the night. Something tells me we'll take a fantastic flight. Out of time, out of space, close together we'll race to a place full of heavenly bliss. Something tells me the moment is due to recapture the rapture that once we knew. But it can't happen here, for it's clear that you're merely thin air when we're sharing a kiss. Spin with me now, spin away from the clamoring crowd. Come and begin with me now, this adventure that fate has allowed. We'll be high above, in the sky above, on your favorite star-crossed cloud. Something tells me the hour is at hand to escape to a happier land. I so long for your touch, and I want it so much I could die. Here's my life in your hands. Let's get ready to fly.
And something tells me that you, great listeners, are going to enjoy the high-spirited next 54 minutes. Hello, this is Larry Maslon, your host for Broadway to Main Street, here on 88.3 WLIW-FM, Long Island's only signature, one-of-a-kind, spectral NPR station. Well, that, of course, was the voice of Noël Coward, singing a song he didn't quite write, but he certainly did inspire. And that is from the 1964 musical High Spirits, an improbable musical comedy based on Coward's 1941 play Blithe Spirit, which has always been an enduring and reliable comedy. And I am so thrilled that Encores, that respectable and always reliable institution, is finally getting around to reviving High Spirits, February 4th through 15th. And you won't want to miss it. It's one of these great classic unknown shows from the 1960s. It did very well. It ran almost a year. It started with Woodward, who we love, and Tammy Grimes, who we love, and Bea Lillie, who was a knockout. We'll talk a little bit more about that. And it's finally coming around with a great cast: Stephen Pasquale, Philippa Sue, the divine Andrea Martin, and Katrina Lenk. So you won't want to miss it. You can go to nycitycenter.org, nycitycenter.org, or 212-581-1212. Well, let us look a little bit at its Providence. Again, it's a 1941 play and about a somewhat seedy mystery writer who lives in the country with his second wife. And they bring over a happy medium, a spectral investigator named Madame Arcadi, and she winds up bringing back Charles's first wife, Elvira, who had passed away. And it's a great kind of Cowardian hilarity, but so much substance underneath, about a guy who's really torn between a very sensible person who he likes and an incredibly ridiculous, difficult woman he loved, right? That kind of eternal triangle. So I hope you will make sure you catch it there at City Center. So we're going to listen to the New York cast album, some renditions, the London cast album. In fact, we are going to turn to the overture from the London version. I think 64, 65. I think it swings a little bit. It's got some spectral voices at the end. So here we go with High Spirits.
Was she cleverer than I, wittier than I, walking down the street to meet you? Was she prettier than I? Wonder why I never tried just asking unless I was too afraid that you would have to confess. She was cleverer than I, wittier than I, and I might as well accept it. She was prettier than I. Maybe so, but this I know I'll show you by and by. She never could have loved you half as much as I. Was she merrier than I, tenderer than I? When you put your arms around her, was she slenderer than I? If she was, don't tell, because I can't abide truth. Still you may look up one day and say to me, Ruth, she was merrier than you, tenderer than you. And what's more, Elvira was a good deal slenderer than you. Maybe so, but this I know I'll show you by and by. She never could have loved you half as much as I.
That was Jan Waters from the West End production, opened in late 64 and ran in through 1965. And that's the character of Ruth, sort of wondering sadly whether Charles's first wife still casts a long shadow. Well, the character who pulls that shadow out into reality is Madame Arcati, the happy medium, played by Beatrice Lillie. And for Beatrice Lillie to do a book musical in the 1960s, a little bit, you kind of had to be there, folks, but it was a big deal. She had made her name in the 20s in these reviews written by Coward in the 20s, so their association went all the way back, and they had this incredible love-hate relationship where, Beatty drives me mad with her, mannerisms and silliness. She was a nutcase of the first order, but boy, was she magical on stage. Here is the Bicycle Song, Madame Arcati's first number from High Spirits.
Bike, give me a lane, give me a spin in the sun or the rain. I love to swoop, I love to swirl, I love each highway and byway and curve. Pop, 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 here comes a hill. Thump, 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 ooh, what a thrill. With a flick of the wrist I can turn, I can twist, I can lurch, I can list, I can fly. I send the old spokes round and around, feeling my wheel is a mile off the ground. Banishing care, banishing gloom, zooming as fast as a witch on a broom. Some folk like a swim or a hike, but what I like is my bike. If it's catching the grip you want, it's a ship you want. It's a ship you want. If it's worry and strain you want, it's it's a train you want,
or a plane you want.
but if you're bored with Scooter and Ford and all of that sort of thing, you'll probably agree with me when I sing.
Give me a wifey, or give me a lady, or give me a spin in the sun or the rain.
Breathe in and out and in. Let all that oxygen tone up your skin. Rush, rush, rush into the fray. Mush, 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 pedals away. If your heart starts to pound and your head spins around and you fall to the ground in the dust, just pick yourself up, brush yourself off, stick out your tongue at the people who stop. The rhythm's a thing, don't miss a beat. Whistle Ravel as you roll down the street. Trams and tubes may go on strike. That wouldn't affect me at all, so let them strike. I won't have to hike, for the thing I like is my bike.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, Madame Arcady somewhat inadvertently conjures up the ghostal spectral spirit of Charles's first wife, Elvira, and she is very much in the flesh and very demanding and very much wants the kind of relationship they had before she passed over. Now, you all know the 1964 hit Downtown. It was number one in England, number one in the U.S., number two in England, a great Petula Clark song. And on the B-side of the 45 was this number. Music and lyrics by Hugh Martin and Timothy Gray. They did a great job with the score inspired by Coward. Here is You Better Love Me While You May.
You called me back with a silent plea from another time, another place, another me. You called me back and I found my way to a half-remembered, half-forgotten yesterday. But I might not stay. You'd better love me while you may. Tomorrow I may fly away. I want your gentle touch, your continental touch, your elemental touch, and you want me to, oh I know that you do. You better love me while I am here. I have been known to disappear, so don't let this miracle melt away. The clock ticks fast above me. If you think fondly of me, you'd better love me while you may. I want your gentle touch, your continental touch, your elemental touch, and you want me to, oh I know that you do. You'd better love me while I'm here. I have been known to disappear, so don't let this miracle melt away. The clock ticks fast above me. If you think fondly of me, you'd better love me. You'd better love me. You'd better love me while you may.
Well, let us go back to the master himself, Noël Coward. Here is a recording he did with Margaret Leighton of the play Blithe Spirit, and we'll hear a little bit of the scene that leads into the kind of fight that Charles and Ruth have the morning after Elvira appears. So, here is the man himself, playwright and actor, Noël Coward.
I can't help that. I did.
You couldn't have.
Later on, I was equally convinced that she was in this room. I saw her distinctly and talked to her. After you'd gone up to bed, we had quite a cosy little chat.
And you seriously expect me to believe that you weren't drunk?
I know I wasn't drunk. If I'd been all that drunk, I should have a dreadful hangover now, shouldn't I?
I'm not at all sure that you haven't.
I haven't got a trace of a headache. My tongue's not coated. Look at it.
I've not the least desire to look at your tongue. Kindly put it in again.
Ha ha, I know what it is. You're frightened.
Frightened? Rubbish. What is there to be frightened of?
Elvira. You wouldn't have minded all that much even if I had been drunk. It's only because it was all mixed up with Elvira.
I seem to remember last night before dinner telling you that your views on female psychology were rather didactic. I was right. I should have added that they were puerile.
That was when it all began.
When what all began?
We were talking too much about Elvira. It's dangerous to have somebody very strongly in your mind when you start dabbling with the occult.
She certainly wasn't strongly in my mind.
She was in mine.
Oh, she was she?
You tried to make me say that she was more physically attractive than you, so that you could hold it over me.
I did not. I didn't give a hoot how physically attractive she was.
Oh, yes, you did.
Who's this wench in my hair? Who's this lass with the deadly air? The shrew I see is strange to me. She couldn't be the girl I married. She was sweet. She was swell. Now heaven has turned to hell. She's hard as nails and off the rails. Where is the girl I married?
He was Tweedy, now he's seedy. He looks so helpless, hopeless and harried. I wonder what became of the man I married. He was darling, now he's snarling. I loved him so when over the threshold I was carried. But where is the man I married? He
Full of rage,
was
full of wrath.
now
What a temper this lady had. It's clear
He looks so
to
helpless, hopeless
see she'll
and
harass me,
I wonder
embarrass
what
me,
became of
till
the
I
man
go
I
bobbing.
married.
What
He
a nag,
was darling.
she was never so fierce before. She raves and runs and wears the pants. Where is the girl I married?
There's danger, my husband's a stranger. Who?
What?
When?
Why? Where is the girl I married?
You need no drinks, you need no smokes, you need no aspirin in your cloaks, no Benadryl in your Ovaltine. Just go into your trance. No opium or cocaine fix. You don't need heroin for the fix. No me and you smoking tea for two. Just go into your trance. At the least, it's the most. Going under is a wonder, it's insane. It's way in when you're out. It's like crazy when that haziness is blacking out your brain. No mescaline or secanol. You don't need none of that jazz at all. For ecstasy to the nth degree, just go, 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 go into your trance.
You need no drinks, you need no smokes, you need no aspirin in your cokes, no Benzedrine in your Ovaltine. Just go, go, go into your trance. No mescaline.
One of those numbers from a 1960s musical, the one we're looking at today, High Spirits. That was actually Cicely Courtnidge, a personality almost completely unknown in America, but a major, major star in England in the 40s and 50s, who during the war in particular, who returned as Madame Arcady for the West End production and drove Coward bananas. One of the great things about Blithe Spirit, the play that the musical is based on, is Charles and Elvira had a connection to the song Always by Irving Berlin. And of course they weren't going to interpolate Always into High Spirits, but here is a very clever version or take on that song. Here's Edward Woodward and Tammy Grimes. Is the first time we've heard Tammy so far? I think so. As the delicious, devilish Elvira in High Spirits.
Elvira, you always behaved very, very badly.
Oh, Charles.
Still, we had some good times together, didn't we? Elvira, I have a surprise for you.
I love surprises.
Yes, I know. Listen. The leaves will float on the breeze. What about that, eh?
What about what is it?
Now, the song.
That's very pretty.
Forever and a day. You mean you don't remember it?
Should I?
You played that record 30 times without stopping on our wedding night.
Oh, Charles. Of course I remember it, you sentimental old darling. You kept it all these years. Of course I remember. It's all coming back to me.
It isn't, and I'm upset.
No, it is.
Fall will always be spring to me when you tenderly cling to me.
And you'll see the love we'll give through the years will grow and live through the years forever and a day.
Well, the score to High Spirits is one of the zippiest ones of the 1960s. It sort of channels a little bit of John Barry and Petula Clark and hip Carnaby scene. It's all set in England, of course, in the countryside. Mel Tormé understood its subtleties extremely well. He recorded a couple songs from it. Here is I Know Your Heart by Heart, done the Mel Tormé way.
I know your eyes by heart. That look of half surprise, so innocent, so wise. I know those eyes by heart. I know your smile by heart. And when it's this naive, there's something up your sleeve. I know that smile by heart. You're lean, you're lithe, you're delightfully blithe, disgracefully full of grace. So clean, so neat, so deceitfully sweet is every feature of your face. And what's more, I know your heart by heart. It's light as a feather, tougher than leather, so I'll go on wondering whether we should be together or apart. For I know your heart by heart. Yeah, it's light as a feather, stronger than leather, so I'll go on wondering whether we should be together or apart. For I know your heart, your cheating heart. I know your heart by 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 heart.
You silly human beings try to speed the traveler's pace with super jets and rocket ships and probes to outer space. But there upon the other side we laugh at every probe. For there, we only have to think to whiz around the globe. So close your eyes and concentrate with me and see what fun an astral voyage can be. Lunch in London or Gay Paris, to Singapore in time for tea. Flying is the life for me. I get around faster than sound. 2 old fashions in Tokyo, then dinner down in Mexico. What a kick it is to go flying around faster than sound. California, there I went, breakfast in Nepal. Hello, Broadway, goodbye. I can't stop at all, 'cause I wanna have my lunch in London or Gay Paris. The dizzy circle starts again, all because I got this yen to be found off the ground, getting round faster than sound. We hear a tune in Chicago and laugh out loud in Santiago. Things in Granada, things in Vegas, Nevada, to Newport for yachting, to Longchamp for trotting, buzzing around faster than sound. For water skiing, Green Island, hot to the Aegean, while sipping martini, we dine on caviar and greenies, to Georgia for beaches, to Rio for beaches, buzzing around faster than sound. But when I'm on a transcontinental spree, the best pursuit is still the pursuit of me. I got a matador in Lisbon, an Eskimo in Nome, an athlete in Athens, a movie star in Rome, a comrade in Moscow, a Raja in Bombay, in Israel a Yingle, a dude in Santa Fe, and it's comfort in the know. There's a peace car everywhere I go. From to Cairo in Hornsey Winks to pay a visit to the Sphinx. You wonder what that old Sphinx thinks as I go round. The twilight in Budapest, I raise the sun to old Key West. I'm out for my second dress. I'm feeling alright, but just myself coming back. I'm just a crazy mixed-up ghost. Faster than
That was from the London Cast album. That was Marty Stevens telling us exactly what kind of fun a spirit can have. The 64 production of High Spirits was directed by Noël Coward. Apparently he needed some help, and Gower Champion came in on the road and gave it that little extra zip that made it fun for audiences. It's a fun score to listen to, but we get to see it in person February 4th through 15th at Encores. Finally getting around to High Spirits, my goodness. So you can go to nycitycenter.org to get tickets, and it's got a really, really marvelous cast. So I hope you will enjoy that. And we've had a little intermission, as it were. So we're going to raise the curtain on the second act of High Spirits. And we are going to hear a beautiful little song. Here's Edward Woodward and Louise Troy. One of the nicest kind of contrasts to the craziness of High Spirits.
If I gave you fields of clover, beds of flowers pink and blue, crowns of laurel, walls of ivy, would you let me walk with you? If I gave you prides of lions, teams of horses 2 by 2, and a school of flying fishes, would you let me dance with you? A casket of jade, a cluster of pearls, a shower of stars for your curls. But I have no prides of lions, and my pearls, alas, are few. But for worlds of loving heartbeats, would you let me stay with you?
If you gave me rings of diamonds, silver buckles for my shoe, gowns of velvet, fans of ivory, maybe I would walk with you. If you gave me strands of coral, rays of sunlight, drops of dew, clouds of perfume, fleets of gondolas, maybe I would dance with you. A chalice of wine, a palace of mist, a bracelet of moons for my wrist. But I need no rings of diamonds, one of glass will surely do. But for worlds of loving heartbeats, I would gladly stay with you.
When the clock goes off and I rub my eyes, what's the first thing I want at hand? What's the first thing that I demand? then I turn to the love I've always adored. My Ouija board. Ouija, whom do you love most in the world? Why? Oh, you little darling. All through the daytime, it's May time, just one long playtime, 'cause I spend the day talking to you. You make the night time a bright time, and oh so right time, 'cause I spend the night talking to you. When we're apart, I get an itch to touch you. My foolish fingers fairly twitch to clutch you. When you're beside me, to guide me and gently chide me, I'm a happy medium, it's true. 'Cause I'm happy talking to you.
Beatrice Lillie, who was nominated for Best Actress in a Musical and got the reviews of the season in High Spirits. Alas, poor dear, Carol Channing and Barbra Streisand also got reviews of the season that year. High Spirits, nominated for 8 Tonys, alas, went home with none. Here is one of my favorite trios ever, Tammy Grimes, Edward Woodward, and Louise Troy, as Charles torn between two women. What in the world did you want?
We all agreed that as Ruth and I are dead, it would be best to dematerialize as quickly as possible. But perhaps you don't want us to go quite enough.
I certainly do.
Well, you must have a very weak will then. I always suspected it.
First it was my mother who ordered me about, in a voice that sounded rather like a sergeant major shout. Then came dear old Nanny, who radiated gloom. Her one pleasure was to clout me till I spun across the room. The girls at children's parties drank my tea and ate my cakes. Later on in their teens, they were tough as marines and as slippery as snakes. A few years later, I paid the ultimate price by getting married, not once, but twice.
I was wise, I was kind, I was neat.
I was charming, exciting, and sweet. I had all of the fire any man could desire. What in the world did you want?
I brewed coffee all night and all day, and I brought you your lunch on a tray.
When you woke from your nap, I was always on tap.
What in the world did you want? I sat still while you blindly misquoted every poem you thought you knew. We were both of us over-devoted, and we doted on no one but you.
I was honey and sugar and spice.
So was I, and what's more, I was nice.
We were good, you were bad, your conceit drove us mad. You're a cad that we're glad we can haunt.
What in the world? What in the world? What in the world did you want?
You were always relentlessly right, domineering from morning till night. You were both far too sure of your deathless allure.
What in the world did you want?
You were feckless and reckless and vain. You betrayed me again and again. You two darlings combined drove me out of my mind.
What in the world did you want? When your ranting and roaring was boring, our behavior remained serene. And we also put up with your snoring, which was louder than God Save the Queen.
I gave love that was tender and true, which was utterly wasted on you. For you treated all that like a vulgar new hat you could over-emphatically flaunt.
What in the world?
Not in this world.
What in the world?
Or the next world. What in the world did you want?
Well, that was a great little trio. Boy, if I had written when your ranting and roaring was boring. Our behavior remains serene, and we also put up with your snoring that was louder than God Save the Queen. That is a great lyric. That's Coward-esque almost. I would have bought myself lunch, well, perhaps a dry martini, and quit for the rest of the day. Well, we're coming to the end of High Spirits. It's a show I've always loved. I remember getting the cast album, ugly, ugly album, ABC Paramount, sort of gray cover with purple and yellow. Look, but a very glamorous poster for the Encores City Center version coming up. February 4th through 15th. You won't want to miss it. This is based on today's broadcast is based on an earlier one I did in 2018, which has been downloaded something like 9,000 times on YouTube. Go figure. We've added a few new songs for this particular version, so I hope you enjoyed that. And we're going to play out with this great patter list song that Elvira has about all the people she knows up in heaven. We'll start with Tammy Grimes, and we'll segue to the master himself, Noël Coward, and he wrote some additional lyrics that he recorded in a studio album. So I hope you enjoyed our time with High Spirits. I hope you'll enjoy it live again with a spectacular cast for the first time since 1964. Boy, do we need this kind of enjoyment now. So heaven and earth, I would move heaven and earth to go and see this particular production, particularly My Sweet Heaven.
It's very simple. No angel choirs, but we have stereo and very open fires. Caruso sings there, Salome swings there in my home sweet heaven. My house is modest, it's by Bernini, and I've a feeling that the ceiling's by Cellini. The brothers Adam both call me madam in my home sweet heaven. We all sit round King Arthur's table, Freud and Cain and Abel, Barnum and Bailey, Oscar Wilde and me. And it's such fun when Julius Caesar, Proust and Saint Teresa drop in for a cup of tea. Disraeli's darling, Homer's hearty, and Joan of Arc's the type who sparks the dullest party. We split a bottle with Aristotle in my home sweet heaven. After I've lunched with Keats and Shelley, posed for Botticelli, Martin Luther asks me out to dine, and it would really bowl you over watching Casanova try to flirt with Gertrude Stein. She's a gas, is a gas, is a gas, is a gas, is a Delilah's dreary, but Samson's handsome, and with his good looks Robin Hood looks fit for ransom. Oh, and I get roses from dear old Moses, and it's 7th heaven, 11th heaven. I'll miss the love and laughter rippling and the tippling, and Emily Bronte doing the twist with Kipling. I'm homesick for my home sweet heaven. Heaven is a gas, is a gas, is a gas. I'm homesick for my home sweet heaven.
Simple, no angel choirs, but we have stereo and merry open fires. Caruso sings there, Salome swings there in my home sweet heaven. My house is modest, it's by Bernini, and I've the feeling that the ceiling's by Cellini. Oh, Tetrazzini, bellows Puccini in my home, sweet heaven. We all sit round King Arthur's table, Freud and Cain and Abel, Barnum and Bailey, Oscar Wilde and me. And it's such fun when Julius Caesar, Proust and Saint Teresa drop in for a cup of tea. Disraeli's witty and Homer's hearty, and Joan of Arc's the type who sparks the dullest party. We crack a bottle with Aristotle in my home, sweet heaven. The King of Prussia, I call him Freddie, is living by mistake with Mary Baker Eddy. And Amy Semple has built a temple in my home, sweet heaven. There's Dr. Crippen, he's very chummy with Lizzie Borden and her daddy and her mummy. They split a kipper with Jack the Ripper in my home, sweet heaven. After I've lunched with Keats and Shelley, Brahms and Botticelli, Martin Luther asks me out to dine. And it would really bowl you over, watching Casanova try to flirt with Gertrude Stein. She's a gas, it's a gas, it's a gas. Delilah's dreary, but Samson's handsome, and with his good looks Robin Hood looks fit for ransom. Jane Austen giggles, Houdini wriggles, then it's seventh heaven, 11th heaven. I miss the love, the laughter rippling and the tippling, and Emily Bronte doing the twist with Kipling. Oh, I'm homesick for my home, sweet heaven. There's Mussolini draped in a sari, mad as a hatter, like a fatter Matahari. He's even ruder than Mary Tudor in my home, sweet heaven. King Charles is spaniel, a golden cocker, jumps up and knocks poor Whistler's mother off a rocker. Though Cromwell's crummy, we played gin rummy in my home, sweet heaven. Thomas à Becket loves absurd games, blind man's buff and word games. Boswell plays Bezique for hours on end. At Horace Walpole's weekly whist drive, Handel, Bach and Liszt drive everybody round the bend. Lady Godiva is going steady with old King Ethelred, who's hardly ever ready. They share a chalet with Walter Raleigh and his good Queen Bessie. It's rather messy. I miss the thrill of seeing Milton on a bender with Bonnie Prince Charlie and that old...